We're actually fighting for basically being actually recognized, having actually the same rights as anyone else.
You cannot go into the street and say, yeah, hi, this is my girlfriend.
We just want to reach to the rest, of the society, basically. So everybody's here, but we're here, right? So we don't want to go here. We want to be in this place, right?
Ahí, eso.
Hoy, en 2024, las personas del mismo sexo en Polonia no pueden casarse, tampoco pueden adoptar, tampoco pueden mostrar su amor en público. Pero hay vientos de cambio. Estamos en Cracovia, el que era el hogar del Papa Juan Pablo II. Vamos a conocer la historia de Carlota y Mónica, una pareja de lesbianas que lucha para conseguir los mismos derechos para todas. También vamos a conocer la historia de Justina, su amiga, que también acompaña a estas dos mujeres en esta lucha. Tras años de políticas ultraconservadoras del partido Ley y Justicia que estaba en el poder, el nuevo gobierno promete una transformación social. Entre las transformaciones estaría legalizar la unión civil entre personas del mismo sexo. Así que hay esperanza. Acompañadnos.
Hi, my name is Carlota. I come from Spain. I've been living in Poland already for 10 years and I've been with a woman for 8 years.
Hi, my name is Monika. I'm 33 years old. I'm living in Poland. I was born in Germany. And since 8 years I have a girlfriend and we are living here together in Kraków.
My name is Justyna, I'm 36 years old, I'm Polish. I work as a software tester for a company that Carlota also works for. And since last year I am happily married to a woman.
Please come over. We met actually, like 8 years ago. We said 2016. This is actually a pretty dark period of time for LGBTQ plus actually people. So the only way kind of to meet, it was pretty much underground. Right?
My history, I was born in Germany, then I came here to Poland to work with my father because we have our own company. So I was living in a super small village and I started to look for some friends in the LGBTQ community. I found the app and I was scrolling and then I met Carlota, and I think 2 years ago we moved to Kraków back. I'm in love with Kraków, with Carlota. Super open because the city where I was living, it was like super pro-peace, the old government, so yeah. They even had the LGBTQ free zones.
And there's writing around the sticker that means LGBT free zones.
LGBTQI free zones are humanity free zones and they have no place in our union.
Where they had the signs, so it was forbidden. So it was super sad for me there. And then I decided to come to Kraków.
Now there's a new government. What is the situation of LGBTQ movement?
We have the new government that have planned to, for example, introduce the civil unions within the first 100 of days. It did not happen. It's still like it's getting delayed more and more, but there are some, good changes. We have a new ministry for equality, which we didn't have before, and the person that is the head of that ministry is actually really the right person on the right spot because she's really supportive. And we don't even know if it's going to end with success because still we have a president that is from a completely different party and very opposed.
What it could mean to get a civil union for you, for example?
Well, I'm not sure we have that kind of time for me to say what it would mean. It would really mean the world to me, but not only to me, of course, to a lot of people in Poland. Just to give a very, very simple example. So I am married to a woman and I am also identifying as a woman. So within the light of the Polish law, we are strangers. We got married in Denmark, and in Denmark, I don't know, Spain, Germany, anywhere, they would treat us like a marriage. But she is from outside of the European Union, and that also changes a lot because her journey with the Polish offices is very long and very complicated, having to have a residence card, for example, work permit, I don't know, whatever. Us being married would also make that much easier. It would be a very straightforward process because she's married to a Polish citizen. Residence card. You have it.
The issue here is that the civil union concept, let's say idea, is actually not existing in Polish law. So it's not only, of course, it's not for same gender actually couples, but it's actually not even actually for hetero couples. The source of homophobia is actually Catholic Church. Homophobia is coming through and from patriarchal actually structures.
Now here in Poland, the people are not open-minded. Sometimes I even have, I'm scared of to tell people that I'm in a relationship with a woman. You cannot go to the street and say, yeah, hi, this is my girlfriend, or even touching her or something, or kissing. You cannot kiss.
We are talking about the beginning of the LGTB movement, and there is nexus with the feminist movement, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We need to come back to 2015, whenever PiS actually won the elections, and yeah, I mean there was a proposal of a law, a bill actually, which was proposed by an organization called Ordo Iuris, which was actually against any sort of abortion procedure. The Black protests started in September, I think it was 2016. It was actually the first big march, which was actually held in Warsaw, dressed in black, due to the fact that we're, I mean, protesting against, mourning against the fact that they may approved, I mean, a law cancelling or removing any sort of possibility for women to perform an abortion. LGBTQ plus movement actually had as well a strong kick shoot in that moment. What is this place, Moni?
This place it used to be Kokon. This is or was one of the biggest LGBTQAI plus club here in Kraków, but it closed I think before the pandemic, and we went here every weekend. We were dancing, meeting new people, and this, for me, it was one of the safest space where I could go. Yeah, this was my home here.
So I took you to Slay Space here, actually behind me, and this is one of the 4 LGBTQ plus spaces, bars actually, that we have nowadays in Krakow. We will be actually taking part in the drag brunch, which is actually happen every single Sunday. So maybe let's go.
Do you feel that times are changing or not?
Here in Poland, yes, they are changing, but with the younger generation.
Maybe actually these changes in the law could also help people in Poland to accept this a little bit more. We have a society that is going in this direction. That is, you know, in more and more polls it shows up that people are more and more accepting, that they support civil unions, for example, but the law needs to follow, you know, it needs to finally happen so that people can, you know, get used to it.
We're actually fighting for basically being actually recognized, having actually the same rights as anyone else.